Talking suggestions. Idiomatic expressions for making suggestions. Hello, English learners. Today, we're delving into the world of idiomatic expressions, specifically focusing on how to use idioms to make suggestions in daily conversation. By the end of this video, you will have a host of new phrases in your English language arsenal that will make your speech more natural and engaging. Idiomatic expressions, or idioms, are phrases that carry a meaning different from the literal interpretation of the individual words. They are the spice of the language, making our conversations more colorful and interesting. It's essential to familiarize yourself with them as they're used quite frequently in daily English conversations. Using idiomatic expressions to make suggestions can make your English sound more fluent and native-like. It also allows you to express your thoughts in a more creative and indirect way, which can be polite and culturally appropriate in many situations. Now, let's dive into some commonly used idioms for making suggestions. 1. How about we, or how about? This is a polite and indirect way of suggesting something. For example, how about we grab a coffee after the meeting? Or, how about trying a different approach? 2. Why don't we, or why don't you? Similar to the above, but can sometimes be used to express dissatisfaction with the current situation. For example, why don't we get the team's opinion on this matter? Or, why don't you take a break? 3. What if we? This phrase is often used to suggest an alternative plan or idea. For example, what if we postpone our trip until the weather improves? 4. Let's do something. A more direct way of making a suggestion. For example, let's work on this together. 5. Have you ever thought about? This is a tactful way to make a suggestion, especially when you're concerned the person might not be open to it. For example, have you ever thought about asking for help on this project? Remember, practice is key to becoming comfortable with using these idiomatic expressions. Don't be afraid to try them out in your conversations. Hopefully, this video has equipped you with some fresh ways to make suggestions in English. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in our next video. Note: it's important to remember that the use of idiomatic expressions can vary based on the cultural and social context. Always be mindful of the situation in which you're using these expressions.